Good afternoon, JCPS. Hope you had another productive week this week. I know I did. Throughout the week, it was a busy week, but very productive. Hope you had 5 great days in school and in classrooms. A lot of learning taking place in all of our schools. I had an opportunity this week to on several occasions speak to students and also staff members at various functions throughout the community. Started out my week by speaking at the Men of Quality Summit, which took every one of our chapters that have Men of Quality chapters throughout our schools, who came to the University of Louisville Student Activity Center, heard from great speakers, all of the students. Several hundred students came and spoke to our students on learning and growth and becoming better leaders. So it was very inspirational to have the opportunity to speak at the Men of Quality event. Thank you to Omega Psi Phi fraternity for putting on this great event for several hundred of our students. Continues to grow in its 22nd year. So thanks for all your work and thanks to all the students who participated. Also had the opportunity to attend the Youth Philanthropy Council Dinner on Wednesday evening, an event that really highlighted some of our students and the great work that they did to provide money and funds to some nonprofits throughout the city, and highlighted the work, the philanthropic work that some of our students did. And it's really the work we want to see our students doing, actively engaged in the community. Met some great students, heard some of their stories, such inspirational work by these students, and thanks for all the work being done with those students. And then finally spoke at the Restorative Practices Summit at Spalding University. Many of our teachers and leaders throughout JCPS attended this function, all working together and figuring out ways how to improve climate and culture in our schools. So great opportunity for me to kick off the event and speak to them. Also on Tuesday night, we had a board meeting collaborating with our board members to improve JCPS. During the superintendent report, I highlighted 5 major changes coming to JCPS in the coming months. They will be challenging changes, but on the other side, I believe we will be a much better district as a result. So in my first 100 days as being the official superintendent in JCPS, we are really honing in on 5 big changes to the work that's going to take place within JCPS. We are starting right off the bat with reorganizing central office. We're having a report come to us from the Council of Great City Schools in the coming days that's going to provide us recommendations based on other large urban districts throughout America, how we can provide better services to schools and students through central office while having better efficiency also. There's going to be major changes around the reorganization of central offices that will begin to come to our board at our next board meeting. So excited about that work. Also, we are revising our Vision 2020. We want that strategic plan that was developed by our board in 2015 with certain goals to be very specific about what we're going to do and how we're going to measure along the way whether we are successful with that strategic plan. And so we have about a little over 30 months to complete Vision 2020, December 31st, 2020. And we want to be very specific about what we're going to do, how we're going to measure our success, and then along the way provide those measures in board meetings and throughout the public to let folks know whether we are being successful on our journey. So it's going to be very laser-like on what we plan to do. Also, we're going to have a facilities plan that what we will accomplish and accompanying Vision 2020, what we're going to accomplish with our facilities between now and December 31st, 2020. It's going to be a very aggressive plan to address many of our facility issues along the way. As I've talked about many times, our work around the backpack of skills is going to transform instruction within JCPS. We will be rolling that out by April 15th so that everybody can see what's going to be in every student's backpack in JCPS, no matter what classroom they're in, no matter what school, no matter what teacher they have. And it's really going to transform the type of instruction that all of our students get. And then finally, I announced a task force that's going to be revamping our alternative school model here in JCPS and making recommendations to us about the services that we provide students around mental health counseling, career and technical education, and ways that we can ensure that students in our alternative schools are provided with great instruction, to meet their needs. So exciting things coming. Just wanted to highlight those, and I'll continue to highlight that 5-point plan as we move forward in the coming weeks. Yesterday, I was fortunate enough to be in Rupp Arena to see Fern Creek High School compete in the Sweet 16. They defeated Boyd County in overtime. Congratulations, Fern Creek. They're now down to the final 8. They play Covington Catholic tonight. Good luck to Fern Creek High School. We're pulling for you and hope you can bring home the state championship trophy. And finally, I'd like to end this week's wrap-up highlighting Wednesday's walkout that many of our students participated in, really honoring those victims in the Florida school shooting. We know we've had several tragedies around school shootings over recent months, and many of our students participated in those walkouts. And so student voice and civic engagement are extremely important and valued in JCPS. We saw students who handled themselves in very responsible and respectful ways. We appreciate that. We also appreciate and thank all of our schools for providing supervision and a safe environment for all of our students. So thank you very much to our students and our staff for that work. Once again, thanks for a great week. Hope you have a restful weekend and see you back next week. Thank you.